Okay, so they added about $200 billion on this news in market cap. Guys, $200 billion. That is not a little amount of money. Some may say $200 billion is a tremendous amount of money. Google dodges breakup in US antitrust case. So this was a case that we were following the other week briefly. So I'm going to read what happened here. A federal judge ruled against breaking up Google, letting it keep Chrome and Android, and shares jumped 6 to 8% intraday. Okay, guys, this is obviously very big news. I know we covered the attempt of Perplexity putting out a $34.5 billion bid, but it looks like Google is going to be allowed to keep this. Why this matters? Let's see the talking points that ChatGPT recommended here. Google keeps the distribution flywheel. Data sharing obligations could marginally help challengers. Investors rewarded for certainty. Okay, so they added about $200 billion on this news in market cap. Guys, $200 billion. That is not a little amount of money. Some may say $200 billion is a tremendous amount of money. Either way, they added $200 billion. Okay, appeal risk. Advocacy groups call this a slap on the wrist. So Google, the execs potentially popping champagne today. Kind of happy. This happened today. So the stock's ripping. We also, of course, wanted to get a founder insight angle. So your counter is category focus and outcomes. If defaults stay, can better beat built in. Okay, I don't really know what this is saying here, if I'm going to be honest, this founder angle, but we're going to move on. I think that we covered Google. So what's new? AI video, faster humanoid robot training, Shangshu Vidar? Okay, Vidar. I guess that's a company. Vidar claims it uses video and generation models to train robots faster. Okay, so you can program a new task in about 20 minutes is the claim here. Earlier technical notes, interesting. Multi-view physical AI, blending real and simulated data for scalable embodied. To be honest, until now, I knew nothing about Vidar, but my personal view in terms of where this is going, I think that training for the physical world is going to, of course, be a massive game changer, but the tech is still lagging behind if you want to compare it with its ChatGPT moment. I think that there's still a lot on the way there. So it's interesting. Maybe Vidar makes some moves. So why it matters. From demos to deployment, if time to skill drops from weeks to minutes, service robots inch towards viable unit economics. What this means in plain English is if you have robots that can do things that normally only humans could do, then you're going to have a lot more efficiency. The cost of a lot of these things is going to drop, is basically what it's saying. The big thing here, without reading through all this, is if you teach a robot to do something, and if it only takes 20 minutes like they claim, then that is an absolute game changer. I mean, that completely changes how you can approach anything in the physical world from a manufacturing, distribution, any of these standpoints. The game's been changed if this is true. We have not run any due diligence on this because we're busy. We're building companies, but this is apparently what is being claimed. All right, Salesforce. Wow, Salesforce. About 4,000 support roles cut as AI handles 50% of interactions. Guys, is this a surprise? Is this not a surprise? I think that you're seeing these trends continue. You can go all the way back to when Google made that first massive investment in OpenAI and laid off, I think it was like 10,000 people. Don't quote me on that, but if I remember correctly. And this is, I mean, a 4,000 support role cut. The one thing I will mention, it actually reminds me of this video I saw the other day. It was this kid talking about how the job market's so tough that it's actually forcing him to follow his dreams. And I actually think that there's so much truth in this, that in a world where you have such fast improving AI, what is the thing that you're the one of one at, that you enjoy, that feels like play to you and is work to others, something that you would want to do for free and that is aligned with your passion? And if you can tie AI into something like that, or a process there, then there's a path to be followed. That's all I'm saying. But the difficult part here is that you have a lot of roles being cut. 4,000's a lot. So let's read the news here. So AI agents are handling about 50% of customer interactions. automating outbound touches at scale. This is massive. Why it matters. If giant CRMs are comfortable with 50% AI coverage, that legitimizes AI agents and frontline workflows for the enterprise. Guys, these larger enterprises, they're catching up. They're in the know now. They know that AI is here to stay and that it's going to change everything. So with that said, who knows? Maybe Salesforce is going to have to start paying attention to my worker because our product is better. So they might try and acquire us. Who knows? Either way, this is news on Salesforce. Talk show Royale.